Reaction to Volume 7, Chapter 7 starts in 3, 2, 1, now. Penny, introspective or not? Oh, so is this after the fact? Where is this? Or is this when she was being rebuilt? No. This is after the fact.
Following a most recent grim attack, a temporary prohibition of assembly is now in effect. There are to be no public gatherings of any kind. Please conduct your business and return to your homes before curfew.
So this is after the fact. Wow. It's the same two kids. They just really can't have a childhood.
Military officials have gone on record to say the footage was doctored. Many citizens are still insisting that the protector of Mantle be deactivated.
Oh, yeah. Right, yeah, people caught on to that pretty quick. That he was doctoring footage, and it's crazy that this is just after the fact. I thought we would see some fighting, but hey, the more it moves on, that's pretty cool. So is that Huntress is following the truck?
Civilian, you are obstructing an Atlas military operation. Please
Yeah.
step aside.
Everything all right over here?
So did she use the... So is that her semblance, and she's just able to... Oh, they're full on... So that's May's semblance, then. Or is that just...
This is the worst case scenario.
all of them?
More people are dead. Penny's been framed, and somehow Jacques Schnee is sitting on the council.
That's the second shipment for Amity that was hit today.
Tell him!
Election night was the last push Robin needed to go from hometown hero to full-on vigilante.
I'm afraid the problem
Yeah.
is more complicated than that.
So they know,
It
I
seems
guess.
Robin has emboldened our suppliers in Mantle. They're refusing to sell us provisions until the city is adequately repaired. With Robin redistributing the goods her team has stolen, the Amity project is completely stalled.
But we're so close. There has to be some way we can finish the task.
Wow, it's stalled! Fucking tell him!
Bearing martial law.
Is he gonna do
You're
it?
not actually considering that, are you?
What's more important? Establishing communication to unite the world? Or appeasing a few city blocks?
Don't make it sound trivial when you know it isn't. You keep talking about how we just need a little more time, but you're not the one having to struggle.
We have all had to make sacrifices for the greater good. Mantle has had to bear a lot of the burden, yes, but
They're bearing all of it. The longer this waiting game goes on, the harder each day gets for people down there. And now you want to send in more soldiers? You can't force people to fall in line. If you do that, you'll just be trading all of these problems for the Grim. Please, General Ironwood.
Tell him!
Mantle this way. That kind of division plays right into Salem's hands. That's why
Speaking of
Tyrion is here framing
Salem.
Right. The reason we called you here in the first place. You're sure this was the man you saw?
Tyrion Callows was accused of murders all across Anima.
People are
A
gonna
homicidal maniac who escaped justice when his prison transport was attacked by Grim.
pause that.
After that, he was never seen again.
Well, he works for Salem.
So
And-
Salem,
If we ever had any doubts Atlas was
Salem set him
target,
free.
I think those are officially out the window.
But now we have a suspect. We can tell the people.
That a long-lost serial killer is loose in Mantle and the military has no idea where he is.
That ain't the worst news you can tell him!
Better.
I am so sick of secrets. If we just told everyone about Amity, about Salem.
we can't! If we talk about Amity now, we risk Salem's forces, who we know are here, working to sabotage it. If we tell them about Salem now, we risk falling to the Grim before we can reunite Remnant. We have to finish the tower. I want Robin Hill in custody. We can offer her a deal if she gets Mantle to cooperate.
We'll figure it out.
Anyone not assisting with Robin needs to focus on Tyrion. I want to know who he's working with, where he's hiding, what he's planning, and how exactly that video of Penny got all over my kingdom. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we're approaching 51st.
Thanks again for the assist on this, you two.
I don't know how to feel about Ren, because it's like, he's getting agency, but
Ready to act as one in case
I don't know how to take it now that he's finally doing something.
hit. Pursue immediately.
So they're just sent to corral Robin. And this is going to be crazy, just seeing exactly how those effects work, because, like how?
Do you
What?
think we should have told Ironwood about Salem
Maybe!
before he put so much on the line for Amity?
Sounds like you do.
I trust Ruby.
You're not going to think about it,
I
Blake?
think he deserves to know what he's stepping into. We all
Blind confidence.
You don't agree.
What?
Look around.
What
The
music is
embargo,
this?
The military presence, the restrictions on assembly. He's a bit prone to overreacting.
Yeah, hard to argue with that. Still, he didn't have a lot of good options.
I'm not sure there are many good options left for any of us anymore. Keeping secrets, taking lives, it makes you wonder how far we're going to have to go to keep doing the right thing.
Blake, we did what we had to do.
Is this...
I know.
What song is that?
Next time, I want to make sure we don't have to. And I can tell you, ambushing a huntress who's just trying to help isn't an option I'm thrilled about choosing.
Then maybe
Is
we
it
shouldn't.
Nevermore?
How is she
Factions are splitting!
Confused, scared. We'll have her recorded visual data shortly. That should prove her innocence, but the damage has already been
So she's sleeping?
The things people are saying about her.
Recharging?
If Penny hadn't been there, Robin would be.
I don't think Robin was their target. Salem's
Getting
goal has always been to divide us.
Shenlock flashbacks.
I think Penny was exactly where they wanted her. Just like at the Vital Festival.
And just like back then, someone is using our own technology against us. This doctored footage of Penny came from her work all around Manor. Stolen straight from our surveillance network.
Ugh, hacking. Technology.
Rhea's back!
Why can't people just do what they used to and fight to the death?
Thank you, she's not just gone!
Well, if we're dealing with the same enemy from Beacon, hacking into Manor's system would be simple. Fortunately,
Stay around!
Atlas is running
Stay around, Maria!
And how would someone get
Please.
access to that network?
Well, only a few people have clearance. Ironwood, Council, our cybersecurity and surveillance leads, and maybe a select few who oversee critical systems like sewage or the heating grid.
The heating grid run in partnership with the Schneedas company. What are you thinking?
I don't know yet, but something isn't right.
Understatement of the century.
And how are you doing?
If Maria hadn't offered to help me these past weeks, I'd have likely collapsed by now. Getting a communications tower into the sky seems impossible on its own, but
So tense.
to think of what people want to do to my girl.
Even if the worst does happen, you can always reactivate her again. So maybe try not to worry so much.
There's a reason why Penny is the only one of her kind. When the General first challenged us to find the next breakthrough in defense technology, most of my colleagues pursued more obvious choices. I was one of the few who believed in looking inward for inspiration.
You wanted a protector with a soul.
He wanted to...
I did. And when General Ironwood saw her, he did too. Much to my surprise, the Penny Project was chosen over all the other proposals.
Why would you be surprised? You created an artificial aura.
Not quite.
He kept his daughter... Oh, he used himself!
You gave her part of yours?
Yes. And each time I rebuild Penny, it takes a little more. If the people get their wish and she's destroyed, I won't be able to...
So he'll have to kill himself, basically. Take all of himself
Find
away.
Whoever's responsible.
I was gonna say it was like his daughter, but it's just him. I was like, is that Neo's effect or something?
Screw
So they're fighting because they've chosen a different path than what Ironwood wants of them. She doesn't know that. That's alright. Okay. Okay. Ah! Oh, multi-shot? Interesting. I thought it had like one in the chamber. Yes! Effects on her. This is volume 2 all over again. Let's go. Let's go. Ah! Oncoming traffic? Oh no, this is a dead end. I thought it was a street.
Ironwood wants me. He'll have to send more than a couple of kids.
He is. Stopping the trucks alerted the ASOPs. We don't have long before they arrive, so please listen to us. You need to know the truth.
You're stalling.
Are they gonna tell him about Salem?
They're for a new communications tower.
That doesn't make any sense.
A new tower means the kingdoms can
I know
finally...
what the tower means, fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs! I love her nicknames. Let's go.
One of you take my hand.
What?
You said time is short. Either take it, or I'm gone.
So this is the cloaking tech. Where's this? What is this? What is this?
Tell me again. What is
This is a
Ironwood building out in the tower?
This is the lie detector that everyone was thinking Ironwood had.
He's trying to help everyone.
She has a lie detector.
Truth. Handy semblance.
Why keep that a secret?
Because he doesn't know who he can trust. Atlas isn't out to get anybody. The people murdering civilians in Mantle are just trying to make it look that way. And if those same people learned about Amity, they'd do everything in their power to destroy it.
So who are they? Who's actually behind this?
Yang, Blake, where are you?
We can't tell you that part yet.
Bullshit.
Look, we are trusting you, so trust us when we say
Keep
the
it-
Amity Tower needs to stay a secret until it's done. We just need a little more time.
Run! We'll throw them off!
I won't stop until I know the whole truth.
It's right behind that door.
Fucking Ironwood doesn't know this yet, though. Or not. Oh.
Bring you down here might jog some memories. After all, it was your idea to use the staff to lift Atlas off the ground.
I thought gravity dust
And
kept Atlas afloat.
suddenly,
Public story. But with the staff, we have a constant, seemingly limitless energy source. Oz once speculated it could take us as high as we wanted. To tell you the truth, that served as the inspiration for the Amity project. Get a communication tower up in the sky, higher than the Grim can survive. So we never lose contact with each other again.
But you're not using the staff to raise Amity.
The staff can only be used for one purpose at a time. We're going to have to do Amity the old-fashioned way, dust and all.
It feels strange.
so is that the only limitation?
Part of me helps come up with all this.
You'll get used to it, I'm sure. Eventually, you'll even know who's who.
Right.
But which
We
dominates?
didn't always see eye to eye. But I wish I could ask Osprey what he thought of all this.
Well, I can tell you what I think.
Now would be a good time to come back, Oz.
Where you're the only one with the answers. Where you do the thing you think is right, no matter the cost. It's not going to take you anywhere good.
Is he gonna tell? Is everyone, are the heroes splitting up as a faction?
Nothing matters more.
Some things matter more, I think. Keeping our humanity. It's what makes us different from her.
Sometimes I worry that's her greatest advantage. Without humanity, does she still feel fear? Does she ever hesitate? When Salem hit Beacon, even with all my ships, all of my soldiers, I was no match for her. I've never felt so helpless. The way she told me she was there.
Ah! This is
It's okay to be afraid.
so great, but
You just can't let that fear control you.
I am not going to end up like Lionheart. Do you believe in me?
Well, it's cowardice and it's fear, so you still very much can, just a different way.
Not only you. I think the best thing you could do is sit down and talk with the people you're most afraid to.
Now you are starting to sound like him.
God! She's awake. What is this Dutch angle?
Winter.
Why?
What is it?
I guess it's a security camera, but like, why? Is she dead? Did Freya just die? Is Winter the maiden now? Is this the no?
What's going on?
It looks like you're getting your wish.
My father's first act. We've all been invited to dinner, where the general will be defending his seat on the council.
God, what music is this? Pause. It's good to see you again, Maria. God, what is going on anymore? Any new names that matter? I don't think so. Where was... Oh. Harriet and Marrow were probably, like, on the intercoms. That's right. I'm like, when did they show up? And they didn't. They were just voices in this episode. God. What the hell is going on anymore? I love that Blake and Yang just made a play, because that is going to be... They probably just did the most help out of anybody in this episode. They probably did the thing that matters the most for the heroes. Ah. I love that we saw the vault. Just suddenly, the vault. And, of course, they styled it in a way that was making it easily recognizable as the vault. And, I mean, I guess, thinking about it now, it makes a lot of sense that it's not gravity dust that does it, because if Amity is going to take so much gravity dust to work, how in the hell do you think the entire kingdom is going to be able to stay up just indefinitely forever? So of course it's just limited. It can only do one thing at a time. The Relic of Creation, which is cool. And starting the recording. What in the name of anything just happened? Shout out to Nora for being so forthright, because, well, I mean, that was something that I got spoiled for me on Twitter. It was the one thing, because I was making a tweet. I made the tweet about the fact that my Volume 7, Chapter 6 Afterthoughts video was going up, that it released, and the first and only tweet that I saw on Twitter at the moment was like, hey, Nora's making some money moves. And Ren's also getting a lot of agency too, and it's great that they specifically are, because I think out of anyone, they were always, like, Volume 5 especially. I mean, Volume 4, obviously, it's Ren's story, and by proxy, also Nora's story. But Volume 5, they were kind of just there to be there. And Volume 6, to an extent as well, they didn't make too many choices, other than, like, I don't know. That one. They made that choice. If they did make one, and I'm just forgetting about it, it's that one. But yeah, just going back, looking at just Robin suddenly now starting to do things illegally and at least out in the open, because let's face it, it's only breaking the law if you're getting caught for it, and she can say, I've always been within the law if nobody knows outside of her posse that has done something illegal. So, I mean, yeah, she ain't getting caught for it. Nobody can see her, and she's just going for one vigilante, which is really darn cool. Lamb Chop is back, and yeah, we can say that it's a lamb and not a sheep. We could say it's a sheep and not a lamb. It's a matter of lamb or baby sheep. They're not different things. She's an adult, so yeah, she's a sheep, whatever. Salem has managed to divide the heroes with this chapter. That Bumblebee is doing their own thing, and nobody outside of the heroes knows about that the Lost Fable yet. But that does not mean that any of the secrets having been divulged is not meaningful, because Blake and Yang making their own power play here is fantastic. I don't know what else to say other than the Huntresses doing cool stuff. Penny being a Julian Chase Mark II was disturbing, and a lot of other things happening. God. Alright. So, and Pietro's backstory, Penny backstory. Penny's death wasn't meaningless. I said it before. I made a video on it. I'll say it again. Hopefully you believe it just by watching this darn video. If you didn't believe it, like by the video, this chapter, hopefully having watched this chapter, Penny's rebirth doesn't just mean nothing to you. Or Penny's death, I guess, doesn't just mean nothing anymore. That the more that we get from Pietro moving forward, the more Penny's rebirth is explained, and hopefully the more agency that Pietro gets in the future, which I don't know how much he'll get. Yeah, it only serves to make Penny's story that much more meaningful. And yeah, like he said it, Penny was created to be something for somebody else. She wasn't created to be her own. She wants to be her own. She wants to do things that need doing and that she wants to do. But that being said, all of the pieces are there, and all of the meaning is there. She has a very meaningful existence, even if it doesn't have the meaning that people might want for her or that she wants for herself. It's all there. And I guess with that second wind of things to talk about, that's going to be it for this video. I'm Rising. Have a good one.